Please welcome Pablo Stanley, designer at InVision.
Hello. Oh, hold on. Oh, there you go. Oh, I had to click for that to appear. I thought this was my screen, but no, it's over there. That's what you're seeing. Okay. Hello. Hello, San Pancho. That's how you say Francisco in Spanish. The small version of Francisco is Pancho. You know that? So we say San Pancho. I miss you. I miss San Francisco. This used to be my home. I miss it everything. I miss the painted ladies, the bridge, the fog, the crazy expensive rent, the gentrification, the occasional sidewalk poop. Oh yeah, I missed all of this. I just flew from Mexico. I was visiting my family. I was with my mom. My mom is a retired teacher who makes the most spicy enchiladas in the universe. And they're so hot that you feel the heat twice. Once when they come in, and once when they come out. 2 for 1. And I was hanging out with my mom, and she asked me, so, mijito, what do you do? Which was a bit strange that my mom, after all these years, didn't know what the hell I do for a living. She never took an interest in those kinds of things. Well, Mom, I suppose this is the time to confess that I am a designer. Oh, sí, designer. Well, your cousin Juanita needs invitations for her wedding. Maybe you know, Mom, I don't design those kinds of things anymore. Now I design things people use daily. Oh, so like clothes. Because your cousin Juanita is still looking for a wedding dress, and you know, I'm not a fashion designer. I'm not that talented. I'm a storyteller. Oh, okay. Your little nephew has a hard time sleeping at night. Maybe you could tell him a story, or, no, Mama, not those kinds of stories. I tell stories with products. I design products. Oh, products. Wow. Well, the chair in the living room has a broken leg. And no, Mom, you don't understand. I don't design physical products. I design digital products. And this is where my mom got a bit confused. See, my mom didn't start using a smartphone or the internet until a couple of years ago. So all of this is kind of new to her, but I knew how to explain this to her in a way that she would understand. See, we all stopped using Facebook kind of like around a couple of years ago, right? Well, that's around the same time when my mom started using it. And not only my mom, also my grandma. In fact, they're the only people that still leave comments on my doodles. And it's always stickers of dogs with hearts. They show me their support, and they're just the sweetest ladies. So I told her, well, I design things like that, like Facebook. And she was like, aw. I don't know if it was confusion or just disappointment. Well, doesn't that already come with a teléfono? See, Mama, but someone had to design it, make decisions, and use typography and color palettes and user flows and push those pixels. See, my mom just doesn't perceive the things on her phone as real products. They're just like stuff that magically appears on her hand. And I want my mom to think better of me, so I thought, Maybe if I were to design physical products, she will be proud. Even though I'm clueless about industrial design, but that didn't stop me from imagining, what if tomorrow there was an explosion? There's no more internet, no code. And somehow the explosion only affected servers, okay? No casualties. And now all I can create is physical stuff. So, for example, if I were to design a chair, would I make the same mistakes I have made as a digital designer? First, before even designing anything, of course, I will be like, this chair is going to change the world. I mean, it's just a chair, but I'm a techie, so everything has to be grandiose and big. So this will be my first iteration of the chair. You got to start somewhere, right? And I know what you're thinking, but that's just one leg, and a chair has 4 legs, and a seat, and a backrest, and maybe some arms. But that's not for now, that's for later. This is the MVP version. We'll wait for customer feedback before we add any more features. I don't know, I think we can disrupt the share market and discover that people didn't just want support from a chair, they wanted pleasure. That's our story. Now, this is a table with an integrated NPS guacamole score. Would you recommend this table to a friend? You gotta hit those KPIs, and research says that it improves user engagement. And what about a bicycle? We all know what a bicycle looks like, but I'm a designer who wants to make things simple and minimal and efficient. So this will be my bicycle. I just removed some redundant elements. It's a brutalist bike. And this is a guitar with no strings, yeah. But did you notice how delightful that grating is? Oh, my mom will be proud. But my mom kept asking, what do you do all day? And being a digital designer who works remotely in product development, I spend most of my day in meetings. So now I had to explain meetings to my mom, and I had to describe what a brainstorm is. Imagine that mess. Oh, see, mama, well, we gather around with markers and color Post-its to doodle whatever comes to our minds. No ideas are bad ideas. See. Full-grown adults do this, Mom. Yes, I went to college for this. And I could see that my mom was a little bit let down, so I wanted to impress her. And then Mom said, Mama, in some of these meetings, I get to present because I am a leader. And she asked, how? Well, it's not easy, Mom. I mean, I have to create slides with 1, sometimes 2 big words and use a big font. It's a tough job. And half of my slides are GIFs and memes. Oh, but finding that perfect GIF is an art, Mom. And I also had to think about team building, you know? And so I asked people, what did they do on the weekend, even if it's the middle of the week? I remind everyone of the importance of meditation, so I add a 10-minute session in between. And what about coffee break, Mom? You gotta have a coffee break. And I'm a leader, and leaders let others do the work for them. And to be honest, my team is way more talented than me, so I just let them run the presentation for me. But as a leader, I have to put them down and say that their concepts are terrible because sometimes I have to be the bad guy, Mom, so they can learn and grow from failure. And later, it is my job to take credit for their ideas. That's what being a leader is, Mom. See, I'm smart. So yeah, my mom started looking a bit more satisfied with my answers, but she was still confused about one last thing. How many of you work remotely? Okay. then how many of you have worked from home? Okay, more. Well, I started working remotely at a company that is fully remote, so my mom was confused about this whole working from home thing. But Pablito, where's your office, Pablito? Oh, Mama, we have a new, shiny office that is wide and open, and there are all sorts of people and robots. It's called Slack. And working from home has its advantages, Mom. I only have to dress on the top. I can wear my PJs. And I can turn my bed into a desk, and I get to take power naps in the middle of the day. Sleep is very important, Mom, and privacy is also important, so I can poop in my own bathroom. That's pretty good. And I get to have conversations with myself without anyone judging me, Mom. Ay, Pablito, Pablito, te estás volviendo loco. You're going crazy, Pablito. So I realized my mom was getting a little bit worried about me, so I had a final card up my sleeve. This will definitely make her happy. Mama, I create design systems, and I use atoms and molecules and organisms, and I do it with no code. Ay, mijito, you're a scientist. Sí, Mama, I am a scientist. And she was finally pleased, and whatever you do, Pablito, I'm proud of you. And that's it. Muchas gracias. That's my mom. That is my mom. She's the sweetest. That was short and sweet talk. Now, Vlad, where are you, Vlad? Do you know this guy?
Good job. Is this thing on? How about we have a Pablo Conf one of these days? That's,
Thank you so much.
give it up. Give it up for Pablo.
Thank you so much. Okay, gonna go, man.
Sure, man.
There you go.
All right, everyone. This has been, I don't know how to describe it, so I'm just gonna jump up and down. Honestly, otherworldly, surreal. I can't believe that we're all in this room. So much awesomeness today, so many new things learned. I hope what you take away is not, well, first of all, don't take away the chairs. I think we paid for those and we get charged if you take those away. But I hope you take away more than just, something that you learned about some tips on no code or new strategies. What I really hope you take away is just the friendships, the relationships, the community that we're building here. Like, this is something that I know a lot of us are from so many different countries, so many different states. I've met people from Lithuania, from the Maldives, from New Zealand, from Australia, from Bulgaria, I mean Canada, so many different countries, so many different places. We should do a count of how many people are represented here. It's so incredible that this community can come together. I know it's not huge right now, but I think this is just the very, very beginning. If we come back this time next year, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to get a place that's 3 times as big. Brittany's already freaking out off stage. But what you all have done to show how much energy there is around this movement, how much excitement there is about the things that we can build, the people that we can empower, the creativity that we can unleash, like that just, I don't know about you, but it just gets me going. I mean, is anyone feeling like this energy here? So, not gonna keep you long. I just wanna make sure that all of you have more time to spend with each other, to get each other inspired, to spend as much time as possible to get to know each other. We're gonna have an after party in this whole space here. What am I forgetting? Nothing. Okay, we're gonna party until like 9 o'clock, like, professional adults. So yeah, please enjoy this time. Thank you so much for making it here. Thank you so much for just building this community. And I know the energy that we have in this room is just gonna emanate outside of this place and outside of this space, wherever you're going back to your companies, to your friends, to your families, to wherever you're going. And I'm just so excited about the next year. Thank you all, and thank you for being here.